Hello, how we're getting on? So we're back again. Pleased to be back. Thank God them boring internationals are over. Absolutely dire them last two games. But we're back to league action this week. Sunderland back in action for the rest of the year. No more international breaks before next year, so that's some relief. But first of all, just before we get into the preview for Plymouth, I just wanted to clarify some things on the competition for the shirt behind there, the Arsenal shirt. So as you know, we did launch a competition last week for the next 4 games where we wanted to predict how many total goals there will be in the game. Now I did pin a comment to say that if you had more than one YouTube account, you could enter more than once, as long as all the channels were subscribed to this channel. Now, I have had some entries that I can see that look as though they're from the same account. If that's the case and they look as though they're from the same account, unfortunately, I will only be accepting the first entry that you made. So just to make that clear, if you're entering more than once, it must be from a different YouTube account. Just to clarify. Also as well, I just want to say thank you to a new member that was made onto the channel. Is Colin Horton. So we've now got 2 members. Greatly appreciated. Just shows the channel is growing slowly and nicely, So that's just a little bit of housekeeping, bit of tidy up before we start the preview. So Plymouth at the weekend, down to Home Park. Newly promoted Plymouth, who they're a bad side. They're quite strong at home, I shall say, as we go through the preview. Managed by Stephen Schumacers, who took over from Ryan Lowe, I believe, when he went to Preston. He took over in December 2021. Got a good record, actually, as you can see here. So 102 games, 54 wins, 20 draws, 28 defeats, a win percentage of 53%. They did win League One last season. They also got to the Papa John's Trophy final. They did get beat 4-0 against Bolton, but again, a massive achievement to get there. They did start this season off quite well. They won the first 2 games. After that, it's been a bit of a struggle since then. They currently sit in 19th place, 5 points above the relegation zone. They have made some notable signings this season. They signed ex-SAFC star Ballard, who in my opinion we should have kept. He was a great prospect. We then sold him to Norwich, who he then went on loan to Plymouth last season. They then made that permanent sign. I think he might have gotten their young player or player of the season last season in League One. They also signed Morgan Whittaker, another player who we would link with in the summer before the season started, but he went there for £1 million as well, and he's done great things, as you can see a little bit later. So overall this season, they've played 16, they've won 4, drew 4, lost 8, they've scored 27, conceded 27, and they have 16 points. They are strong at home though, so you can see out of those 16 points, they've won 13 of those points at home. So they've played 8, won 4, drew 1, lost 3, scored 20, conceded 13, and like I said, got 13 points. That's why it's going to be a difficult game at the weekend. We can't be going down there expecting to roll them over. That's not going to be the case. Current form for Plymouth though, they've not won in the last 3 games. They lost away at Ipswich 3-2 and Leeds 2-1. In between that, there was a home 3-3 draw with Middlesbrough. Now, as you saw in the league table a little bit earlier there, they do score a lot of goals. I think there's only Ipswich and Leicester have scored more than them this season. However, at the other end, you did see, they've got one of the worst defensive records in the league. I think only Rotherham and Huddersfield have conceded more than them this season, so that's where their problems lie. Now, I did see they've signed Mumba and Whittaker. They've got the top performers this season. They've also got a lad on loan called Finn Azaz on loan from Aston Villa, being their top performer, along with Morgan Whittaker and Barley Mumba. Goals and assists so far, you can see. So Morgan Whittaker has got 7 goals and 3 assists. Ryan Hardy 6 goals and 3 assists, and Finn Azaz 3 goals and 3 assists. So they are a threat, no doubt about that going forward. They have got a few injury problems as well though. Ryan Hardy, who I've just mentioned there, I think he's injured, got a hamstring. He's going to be out until December. Brendan Galloway, an ex-Sunderland player, of course, in the dark days of our relegations. I think we had him on loan from Everton. He's injured. And also, excuse me, centre forward Mustafa Bundu. He's out with a hamstring injury as well. So they have got their injury problems as well. But like I say, not to write them off. They've got a good manager. They like to play good football at home with a big, a big crowd. They will be hard to beat. Moving on to us. Well, the international break hasn't been kind to us again, with Dan Ballard picking up another knock while away with Northern Ireland. So I don't know how bad that injury is. I've had no updates. I think it's a hamstring, but not sure how bad it is. Now, the big talking point for us this weekend will be, will Ballard, if he's fit, and O'Neill go straight back in the side? Seelt and Triantis did very, very well against Birmingham in the 3-1 win. Me personally, I would like to see Triantis keep his place. I thought he was the better of the two, but I know Tony Mowbray doesn't like to change a winning side, but I think he relies a lot on O'Neill and Dan Ballard. I think if they're both fit, they'll both walk straight back in the team. For me, it's not what I would do, but I think that's what Tony Mowbray will do. We are back on track now after that little bit of wobble that we had. We're unbeaten in 3, beat Norwich at home, then got the 0-0 draw at Swansea, which really we should have won, played against 10 men for 60 minutes. We then beat Birmingham 3-1 before the break. Apart from Ballard, I don't think anything's changed regarding injury-wise. The likes of Alicia and Pembelia, they're all still getting back to fitness. Matetia, Corey Evans, the same. So I think it's just as you were. So team news for Saturday, or team-wise for Saturday, I think this is the team I would pick. I would go for Patterson in goal, Huggins right back, Ballard and Triantis with Traherne left back, Dan Neil, Pierre-Emerick, Joby, Jack Clark, happy 23rd birthday today, by the way, and Patty Roberts on the right hand side with Russian up front. However, like I said, I do think if Ballard and O'Nine's fit, that they'll go straight back in the team. But I'd like to know, let me know your thoughts on the comments below. Would you keep them two as centre halves? Would you not make any changes, or would you have them both straight back in the side? Score predictions, and so I think this could be a high scoring game. Plymouth like to score goals as well, but do concede. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Sunderland. I'm hoping Russian can get his first goal. He's getting more and more close. Birmingham, he hit the post, another, a couple of half chances. He is, getting closer and closer to getting that first goal. Now, I like to do a bet of the weekend, so my bet for the match is going to be as follows. So I'm going to go for Nasri Russian to score any time, both teams to score, Pierre-Emerick over 0.5 shots on target, Traherne to be booked, and over 2 goals in the game. That's currently at 25-1 on Bet365. So that's my bet for the weekend. We'll get your score predictions in the comments below for the ongoing SAFC Shirt competition. So that just kind of moves us on nicely to the leaderboard. So as you can see, this is the leaderboard, the current leaderboard after the Birmingham game. So David Williams is leading the way with 19 points. Joint second to Kenneth Allen and Kip Vera, both with 18. Then we've got David Maynell in third with 12 points. And then David Edwards, Brian Green and Alex Dixon on 8 in joint fourth. And then Yorkshire Mackham, Christopher Mr. Jones in joint fifth with 7. So get your score predictions in this video to count for the SAFC Shirt competition. Be a match preview coming out for the Huddersfield game as well, probably on Monday. That's before that will be the match review of the Plymouth game. Hopefully we'll get 3 points. So that's about it from me. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Like I say, a big shout out to Banks and Bell and Colin Horton, our members of the channel. If you'd like to join, everything's in the description below. I will drop an away day guide as well in for Plymouth, anybody travelling down there, for pubs and parking, as I like to see it. Watch the video here for the rules for the Arsenal shirt competition for the next 4 games. Predictions must be in before kick-off on Saturday for that one. But until the next time, as always, thanks for watching, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.